So if you are contemplating leaving MAGA and you're scared to tell people, yes, it's scary, there's fear around it, but once you do it, you're like, why was I even scared of that?
Yeah, it seems that as the holidays approach, some people are rethinking the MAGA cult and are quitting in record numbers, only to be embraced by some family members and shunned by others. And that mom right there, she just gave an impassioned and tearful explanation of why she quit Cult 47 just in time for Christmas. But does she still deserve a lump of coal in her stocking? Or should those of us outside of the MAGA cult embrace her? And conversely, should we cut family members out of our lives that still support Trump and his lawless, immoral regime? I have to say, I'm lucky I do not have any Republicans in my immediate family. But people I care about sure do, and this is an issue that they have been struggling with. So, hit subscribe to Really American Media. Help us out. We're almost at 1 million subscribers. So, hit subscribe here on YouTube and go find us on Substack. And maybe go follow this woman right here. This is Carter Brown, because she could use a little support as she wakes up from a life lived in the GOP bubble.
So I told my in-laws that I have left MAGA and I'm a leftist now. And my mother-in-law basically cried. And when we were hugging, she told me, she's like, you're finally really my daughter-in-law now. And I get that. I get thinking that. You know, to be able to be embraced for being able to change my mind and not feel judged about it was really awesome. So if you are contemplating leaving MAGA and you're scared to tell people, yes, it's scary, there's fear around it, but once you do it, you're like, why was I even scared of that? No, I still haven't told my parents yet, and I mean, they're genuinely gonna, this is what's so sad, is they're gonna genuinely think that I sold my soul. Which is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And I wouldn't be surprised if her parents freak the fuck out, because you don't just stumble into a cult. You're indoctrinated into them, and that often starts with your parents. We'll talk about the difference between education and indoctrination in a moment. But let's get back to that mom who just had to stop recording because she is crying her eyes out over all of this.
Sorry to pull myself together, but yeah, it's crazy. And like, that is scary, having them think that. But the moment you stop caring about what other people think is the moment you can finally start living. It's gonna be painful and it's gonna hurt, and you will literally feel like you were being unalived. You will feel like you were goo in the cocoon, but you will be a butterfly on the other side of this. I know I am.
Yeah, so I applaud Carter there for seeing the obviousness of the truth that MAGA is a cult and they're destroying our country in real time. But not everyone on our team has embraced her conversion. The video I just showed you right there was posted about 2 days ago. This one I'm going to show you was posted 2 hours ago.
I've recently been talking about my journey about leaving MAGA, and I made an incredible observation last night as I was falling asleep. For the most part, most of the left is incredibly welcoming, but there are a lot of people that are not, and I understand that. But last night I was thinking about all the people that go to the right, and they are 100% welcomed with open arms from everyone. And that's why it's a cult. Of course, the members of the cult are going to be extremely welcoming of you. And the people outside of the cult are freaking pissed at you. But then there are the people that also understand and have empathy for what you've gone through. Y'all are amazing.
Yeah, and this brings up a topic that is becoming more and more relevant every time Trump does something stupid. Do we embrace or reject those that have seen the light and abandoned our wannabe dictator? So Nick and I were recently talking about Lev Parnas and his son, Aaron Parnas, who also left the MAGA cult and are now fighting the good fight with our team. And we shared our 2 cents on how to handle these domestic political refugees.
Listen, a few people gave me a little grief about, those guys were Trumpers. Why would you bring them on? And like you and I were talking off air, like we're trying to get people out of the MAGA cult. We're trying to get people to see the light.
Yeah.
So when somebody does, and Lev has made it very clear he's trying to make amends for what he now knows was, terrible mistakes. Like, I think you have to embrace that, okay?
I was telling you yesterday, I see the same stuff with Aaron Parnas all the time that people say, like, he used to be Republican. Yeah, Leah, thank God, dude. Thank God that now he is fighting for us, because we see how effective he is with his social media, with his connections, and with his words. So, like, thank God. Like, what are we going to do? Be just, hey, you got a scarlet letter on you. We're never going to let you into the club. It's exactly what we want to happen. It's what we're fighting for each and every day. So when the midterms roll around, we can do some fucking shit.
Yeah, exactly. We need to do some fucking shit, and we need a team of like-minded individuals if we're going to overthrow the Trump kingdom at the voting booth. And to circle back to what I brought up before, there is a big difference between education and indoctrination. And if you don't know what that difference is, you just might be a Republican sheep.
What's crazy is when I was in the MAGA cult, and I was leaving, like deconstructing around 2020, I didn't watch CNN, MSNBC. I didn't watch any liberal media. I was still watching and listening to, consuming, so to say, right-wing media. So like Ben Shapiro, Joe Rogan, Matt Walsh. I was listening to those chuckle fucks. And just going to college and learning how to research and verify information was enough to switch something in my brain. A lot of people ask me how to help their friends and loved ones get out of the MAGA cult, and education is a huge part of it. And so is deconstructing your religion. That's another topic we'll talk about a different day. But people who are not educated just do not have the capability for discernment. They don't know how to verify information, or they don't even know what a reliable source is.
Exactly. They don't even know where to begin, but education is a great start. Conservatives often say that colleges indoctrinate kids into being a liberal. No, it's just the first time a lot of people get out of their little hometowns and start to learn about the world. Then magically, they become a so-called liberal. As I always say, to be liberal is just to be logical, and that usually starts with education.
Smart people don't like me, and they don't like what we talk about.
No, smart people do not like Trump or what he's talking about, and that is not a coincidence. And this MAGA movement is tearing families apart across the country, and it doesn't matter if you're working class or a celebrity. Here's Jimmy Kimmel's wife talking about this topic.
It hurts me so much because of the personal relationship I now have, where my husband is out there fighting this man. And to me, them voting for Trump is them not voting for my husband and me and our family. And I unfortunately have kind of lost relationships with people in my family because of it. Mm-hmm. This is not just Republican versus Democrat for me anymore. Mm-hmm. It is, to me, it's family values. And it's really hard for me because I grew up believing in these Christian ideals of taking care of the sick and taking care of the poor. And I don't see that happening with this Republican Party.
Yeah, spot on. In the good old days, we could agree to disagree on tax cuts or policy differences. But nowadays, the differences between the left and the right speak to your moral compass. Do you believe in treating people fairly? Do you believe in science? Do you believe in the rule of law? If you answered yes, you just might be a liberal.
Hey y'all, former MAGA here, and I just want to send out a message to all those still trapped inside. It's okay to leave. It's okay to admit you were wrong. The only reason you're still inside is because you just want him to be right. You supported him and you voted for him and you wanted him to be right. And the thing is that he lied to us all nonstop to get our votes. He's not following through with any of his campaign promises. He didn't say anything about Elon dismantling the whole government. He never said that. He said he was going to bring prices down. He said he was going to give us great insurance, clean drinking water. He's not doing any of that. All he's doing is stealing as much money as him and his billionaire friends possibly can from the United States and all of us. That's all he cares about, is money for himself. He doesn't care about us. He doesn't care about anyone in this country. He wants to take away your health insurance, your kids' health insurance, your kids' education. He wants to take away the safety of the United States. He appointed a bunch of morons to all his cabinet positions. Nobody who's going to help a single one of us. Just let go. No one's going to blame you. We're happy if you leave. You'll be happier if you leave too.
Well, better late than never. I mean, we're going to need people like that to clean Trump's clock in the midterm elections next year. So, welcome to the right side of history. Now, this next person I'm going to play for you brings up a point that I stumbled into this past April 1st. Yeah, April Fool's Day. So, Nick and I did a whole episode of The Vocal Minority where, as a joke, I pretended to leave the left and I joined MAGA. I spent a whole hour arguing just like they do. And as wrong as it felt to my core, I got to tell you, there's a certain appeal of living in an alternate reality where facts don't matter. You just blame everything on the others, and you're also warmly embraced by that cult. I can see why it's fun, and that is what this woman also discovered.
Yes, me too. MAGA from day one. Y'all, MAGA is a spell. First and foremost, it's this patriotic Christian talking points, very spell-like, and it's captivating. Like it's I gotta say, it's fun. It was fun. I had the gold Trump high tops. I mean, I went to the Kid Rock big American weekend bash with all kinds of other artists, and it was Tucker Carlson came out. It was very fun and patriotic to be in the MAGA movement, I gotta say. So it's to have that veil lifted. It's been I don't have the words for it, but voted for him for 3 times. Yeah, the Charlie Kirk thing really opened my eyes too, in the list that never got off Pam Bondi's desk that we're told to forget about. I won't forget about it. Don't gaslight me anymore, fat orange man. I swear, I cannot believe I fell for all that, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took so long, but at least at least I see it now. A lot of people in my comments are mad that it took so long. Well, I'm sorry. Like, it's just when it's an echo chamber of information that we get our news from, Fox News, people that you learn to love and trust, and whenever they lied about the shooter, like, I realize they're lying and have been lying to me for over a decade now.
Yeah, exactly. Cult 47 is being lied to, and most people don't want to believe that. They don't want to believe that they could be that gullible, and that leaves them very confused about what they can trust.
I don't know what to think anymore. I literally trust nobody. I don't trust anybody, man. Definitely don't trust the government. And I don't know who to believe, and I don't know what to think anymore. I don't want to think that it's not true. I'm not happy that it's true, but I don't want to think that it's some kind of a fucking setup. It's some kind of a smoke and mirror show. I don't want to think that it's some kind of a distraction to distract us from what's really going on, like the economy and Epstein. But I don't know what to think anymore. It's so scary when you can't even trust your own fucking government. And it just seems like this whole thing is nothing but deception, corruption, lies, division. This country has never been more fucking divided than in the last 2 weeks. Look at the fucking mess. Look at the fighting and the arguing and the backstabbing and the lying and the turning in and the accusing this person of that and that person of that. The left faces the right and the right hate the left. This is fucking insane.
Yeah, it is fucking insane, and it's what you voted for, but I have to assume that some good people made a bad choice in voting for Trump, and now they are starting to see that. We're even hearing it from some, old white guys wearing red hats.
Mr. Trump, see this? I was your supporter. I was your supporter. I used to love you. I used to vote for you. I used to believe in you. But don't you dare give any of my money. Don't you give $20 billion of our money to the leader of Argentina so that he can just give it over to Netanyahu. Now, listen to you. You need to start doing the will of the people, not what you think. You are becoming a dictator, and I'm telling you that right now. You are not doing what you said you were going to do. You say you are, but you're not, and you're dragging feet. You're dragging your feet. And how about your son-in-law in bed with Netanyahu? Your son-in-law, Jared Kushner. No wonder. God damn it. You are not taking care of that swamp in Israel.
And in case you need some help or advice on how to get any of your family members out of the MAGA cult, this guy left the cult and started a website called Leaving MAGA.
I wrote a mea culpa. And in that apology, I said that I was wrong, that I was sorry for supporting Trump and the MAGA movement, and that I wanted to apologize to anyone I may have hurt with my words, deeds, and rhetoric. And the God's honest truth is, I never thought that anybody would care that I had left, but I discovered that people did care, and it was born, my organization, Leaving MAGA, is where it came from. So I want everyone to think about those in your own lives who are still in the thrall of MAGA. Myself, all of our leaders at Leaving MAGA, we are living proof that it is possible to leave.
Yes, it is possible, and we're in the season of miracles, so don't be silent at your family holiday gatherings this year. Instead, get vocal. From the Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve podcast, I'm Steve Harness for Really American Media.